Okay, so I assume that some people will come in after we get this started. So, yes, here we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to our first episode of Beauty Spaces Bar. I'm going to close my snacks since I was pre gaming with a little snacky snack. Um, Tonya, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. I'll be right back.
Okay, Tanya's going to be back in a minute, but we are getting ready to do the space tonight, get a little spacey and talk about makeup. That's what we're excited about tonight. The topic of the night is going to be, is lipstick making a comeback? That is the question because mask mandates are being lifted. Is lipstick making a comeback with makeup trends? Hey, Sarah. And hello. Let's see. I just got the request to speak. Let's see what we got here. How are you? We're just getting started and getting everybody up here.
It's just me.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in the process of putting on lipstick right now.
Nice. So you are wearing lipstick today then?
I wear lipstick usually every time I put on makeup.
I've noticed that about your makeups.
I do lip liner, lipstick, and then occasionally gloss.
I noticed that you had a gloss on yesterday when you did
Yeah.
your makeup look, and I thought that was really cute that you had that gloss on. It matched your
Yes.
shirt, and I thought it was really cute.
I have loved lip gloss lately. Like, I haven't loved lip gloss since I was a kid, like a kid. But like recently, within the past like year or so, I've been like really into more lip glosses. And lip liners, I used to never use lip liners, and now I can't put on lipstick without it.
You know, a good lip liner is definitely the foundation to a long-lasting lip look. And starting out with when you're doing a red lip,
Yes.
which I know Tanya is really into the red lip, is what we were talking about on tweets yesterday. Um, getting that red lip liner specifically that's going to be a long lasting lip liner under that red lipstick and the red lip gloss is going to make that red lip stay without patchiness a lot longer, and setting
Yep.
it with powder in between layers is another way to get it to
Yeah, I've
last
noticed
longer.
that. That's another reason why I've noticed that matte lips are starting to go away more. Like they're not as in trend as they used to be. Now it's more of like a glossy lip.
Yeah, that's true. The gloss, I've been obsessed with this little, I'm picking it up right now, but it's called Winky Lux. And it's a lip
Oh,
stain, but it's kind of like a gloss lip stain or a
yeah, I heard
balm
that
almost.
is
It's a
really good.
lipstick. Yeah. And it was just a little treat that I got at the edge of checkout at Ulta for about $14. So
They
it was
always
very
get you
nice.
with those.
I know they have those impulse buy sections at the makeup stores, and that's
They're my
really like the
favorite.
best place. That's the best place to get like little purse items that are new and coming, and like just things you can put in your travel bag
That's usually
for
what I
touch
do.
ups.
I like to use
Hi,
little.
Brent.
I'm a
Oh,
big
sorry.
like little what's it called? I like little things. I like tiny little travel stuff. So like anything mini is usually something that like I'm gonna be a sucker for.
Do you ever get those lipstick mini sets from ColourPop when they
Y-
do them?
Yes, and like I find that funny because I use mainly ColourPop for my face today.
Nice. I love ColourPop. Like ColourPop is a wonderful brand that they're considered a drugstore brand, but I really think that they are, in my eyes, still a prestige brand.
Yeah, they're
Like,
very like high end quality for the cheap price that it is.
yeah, there's a couple brands that are considered drugstore these days that I consider still to be on the better end of drugstore, if that
Yeah,
makes sense. Like, there's a
no,
lot more quality in there than there used to be back in the day. when
Well,
makeup was like. Go ahead, Tonya.
let me add a little bit about that too. Also, hey, how's it going? Hey, Brent.
Hmm.
Hi, Sarah. So I noticed also another thing is Anna Sui. Have you heard of that makeup line? It used to be in Saks Fifth Avenue. Now
Yes,
it's at Walmart.
yes,
Let's
it's
go down
crazy.
some lists. Yeah, like Smashbox. Some products I've seen it in Walmart, and then I think there's something else that I never thought would be in a drugstore, but it is. But really, at the end of the day, I think makeup is makeup, and pigment is the key that you got to look at. It's the pigment,
Yes,
you know.
and the with eyeshadow specifically, the pigment and like just the butteriness of the eyeshadow, I think is another, like, is it gonna stay on with a primer, or is it gonna just fall right off your eye the second you put on the eyeshadow? I hate certain eyeshadow brands that just don't have a good basis to the powder. That's really like my one pet peeve about makeup.
So let's reset the space and start. So hi everybody. If everyone in the space could you please tweet this out and say that we're live now? I made a countdown video and then I misplaced my other video, so I had to make another countdown video. But the countdown video is pinned up there. If you want to go ahead and take that, and then so let's Cara, let's talk about how you and I connected, and then what we talked about, and then we connected for one thing, we end up with something
Talk-
else.
yeah, I love
How
that. And
funny
I
is
don't
that?
even remember. This is the funniest part, is that it's been like what, 2 weeks now since we first connected, and the Super Bowl happened in between then and now, I think is what ended up happening. So we talked about a lot of different stuff. And ever since then, like, everything is different, obvious in my world than it was then. So I can't even recall exactly what we talked about the first time we did talk, except we talked about hemp products, we talked about makeup, and we talked about you and what you had done. And I was just, very impressed by what you had done in your past careers, Tonya. And I think that's why we came back to makeup, because that resonated the most with both of us, was that we were just very passionate about makeup, and makeup artistry and branding and things like that. So I love that connection that we had, and that's how we ended up here with Beauty Spaces Bar,
Yeah,
where
you know
you
what?
can.
Spaces Bar was actually the original name for the Space Tab. The Space Tab used, the bar used to be above the news feed, right? The Spaces.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they called that the Spaces Bar. And then I've gone into like other people's beauty spaces, and it didn't. I don't know. I didn't have that feel of collaboration. Like I felt like it's more like dictate. And I just feel like when you want to talk about collaboration, because everybody has different ways of wearing makeup. Everyone has different tricks and tips and stuff. Nobody's. I'm telling you, I've been doing makeup since I was 16. I'll be 54. And I actually at 16, but at 17, I was a military sales rep, so I like counted L'Oreal lipstick and makeup all day long. So, I always felt that when it comes to makeup, everybody has a different way of wearing it, and everybody has come from different background, different ethnics, different coloring, That's what makes us so beautiful, right? But one thing we all have in common is bone structure. We all have a skull. That's how I explain. This is what I used to talk about when I do my makeup class. Because if you learn how to look at someone's face, not based on how old they are or their skin or any blemishes or anything like that, really go in and touch their face and feel the bone structure, their eyes, the cheekbones, the lips, how it feels, like all the way down to the neck area, the chin, all that. You can feel all that. Even if you're blind, you can feel all that, right? But then now take a flip side on that. I always felt if people did makeup based on their bone structure, they don't even need to make sure the color matches. It would blend perfectly because they're putting makeup where makeup should be based on your bone structure and your features, unless you want to change the look that you're going with. So I always had this thought that anybody, even a man, woman, child, anybody can be a makeup artist if they were just taught the basic tricks and the basic ways of doing it. And it's all based on the bone structure, the feature of the person's face. So everyone's beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. People don't see it. They think that just because this person has this or they have that, that makes them stand out more. No, everybody's beautiful. Everyone have beautiful features. It's just all on how you apply your makeup, on how you look in the mirror. Because if you look in the mirror and you pull your skin, you stretch it all out, yeah, it might look good for a second, but eventually skin always, when you start pulling on your skin, it always snaps back. So I always think that when I do makeup or when I teach a makeup class, and I've done this kind of a scientific project, thinking that what, I'm gonna pick random people and I'm gonna have them put makeup on friends, and then they're gonna talk about what they did, and they're gonna sell makeup to each other. I did that. I made $4,000 for Saks Avenue out of 6 women. Um, and then there's one woman, she bought her little girl. The little girl bought they ended up buying her like almost, I don't know, God, I think it was like 2,000, almost $3,000. That's where most of the sale came from this the little girl, because the little girl put makeup on the mother, and she sold it to the mother. So it was I felt like everyone could be a makeup artist. Everyone just needs the time and learn and understand the bone structure and the texture, like you were saying, Cara, about the eyeshadow, the texture, how silky it is, what's the pigment. Those are the things that I always look at. And I think once people learn all that, the basic stuff, you can do anything. You can. What do you think
You're
of
not
that, Cara?
You're not wrong. And there's so many ways to learn makeup now on YouTube that I don't even think going to school for it is necessary. You can be self-taught. Watching tutorials of people that you think do good makeup to you, because it really is about what you think looks good to you. Everybody has different ideas of what looks good to them as well. And I'm inviting you up, Lord B. So please come on up and say hello. If anybody wants to come up and talk with us, then we're more than open to hearing what you have to say about makeup or trending products or anything related to the topics at hand. How are you guys doing tonight? We'll let if Lord B wants to speak, but we are here to talk about different things. Oh, we got Brent coming up too, so I'll let Brent come up at the same time so we could just all have a conversation.
I love the fact that the men are coming up and joining. I love that. This is awesome.
Yeah. Um, I've actually done a lot more makeup on men than women in my film career. Like, there was a lot more men makeup that we had to do than women makeup, because the men wanted to look pristine, and the women, they were already naturally beautiful, and the looks weren't too, I mean, I want to say naturally beautiful, but like naturally ready at the time. And the men, for some reason, like, they wanted their stubble covered up, or they wanted, you know just a little bit of mascara to make their eyes pop. And it was always so fun to do the men's makeup, because they would always be flinching more so than any woman ever was. And they would just, and when the eyeliner would go towards their eye, the flinch that you would see every time from a man, it was very funny. But for some reason, like, it never happened when I was doing a woman's makeup. They were ready for it every time because they've already done that so many times, but men hadn't done it so many times in that experience. But I know there's so many men that wear makeup on a daily basis, news anchors and other people that just love makeup these days. It's great to see more people getting into makeup just on the regular day-to-day makeup wearing people.
See,
I
I work
love
for
that, like, the kid, like, even, like, the younger boys, like, the kids that do makeup. I've even seen, like, younger kids do makeup better than some, like, older people. Like, I'm 22, and I've been doing makeup since I was, I wanna say about 10 or 11, and I really have, like, a deep love and passion for makeup. So, I like to watch and see and be able to watch people grow and change on based off of their techniques on, like everybody else has, like you were saying, everybody does makeup differently. So everybody has different ways of doing things. So I like to learn how other people do it to even see whether or not like I'm gonna be able to pull that off. And sometimes you'd be surprised. It really shows that anybody of any age, talent, I'm not artistic and I love to play with different colors and different things on my face.
I love your makeup, Sarah. Like Sarah is one of my friends, Tonya, and we know each other in person. So I love that Sarah is always doing her makeup and showing me pictures of it in our text messages. It makes me happy when she does that because she's like, and again, she just said she's 22. I'm 37. You know, Tanya, you're 54. We're all different ages and we all have different experiences and different skin tones. And it's just so great to see that we're all, bonding over something as beautiful as just something that makes us feel beautiful, like it makes us feel better than what we did before, even if it's just a simple, just simple look. Like putting some makeup on makes us feel good about ourselves. And I love that about makeup. And I had a problem where my eyes would water so bad after I would put on the eyeliner, and I would just start dripping down my makeup down my face, and it would just make me so angry that I spent all this time doing this beautiful makeup look, and then my eyes would just ruin it within,
Yeah,
10 minutes
purple
putting
in
it
it.
on. Huh?
Was it purple or blue or some kind undertone? Most
You
people are getting
know,
that.
I don't know. I can't even think about what colors I was using, but it's possible because I do use a lot of purples.
You
Something.
usually, when you do makeup, you do like a purpley, like dark purples, more of like a blue tone purple, not like a pink tone purple like I do, but you do like a blue tone purple or like a you stick with like blue, green, and dark
Yeah,
purple tones.
you're right.
And
I don't
like I
usually go
do.
with oranges or
I go with
reds.
oranges. I stick with the orangey, warm tone colors. I like yesterday I was asked to use teal and green and I never really used that and I realized that I absolutely like love the way that green makes my eyes pop. And I have like brown eyes, so they look pretty boring. So when I put different colors to it, it makes like my brown boring eyes pop.
I love green, by the way. But like what I love about makeup is to be fearless about it. I think when people, especially um, women who tend to like look at a magazine and they see this, so I want to bring us back to kind of like understand the philosophy about makeup. So makeup, I think women wear makeup. There's some of us who wear makeup because they want to. It's a collectible, like it's the trendy things that they collect it. There's actually women who collect makeup. Do you guys know that? They don't really use it. They just buy it and they store it. I don't know how long it lasts, but you can't. Makeup is not a collectible. I still have the original Francois Nars, um, the makeup display unit from 1996. I still have it. And I know
I
if I
would
put it on
too.
eBay, someone will buy it from me because at that time there's like 2 unit made in the country, in the company itself. This, when it first started out. So I know if I put this on eBay, I know somebody would buy it. But then I'm kind of like, no, let me just hang on to it. So it's sitting in my storage. I've literally have like see, we replaced the unit in 1997. So I had it in my house for the longest time. Then I put it in storage because I wrapped it all up so it wouldn't get messed up. But yeah, I know I wouldn't put the makeup on, but I just like it. The unit itself was just, I mean, gave me such nostalgia that I just couldn't get rid of it yet until somebody comes along and go, hey, we'll buy that off of you.
I can see myself keeping something like that as well. Like just I have a vanity that I don't even use. It's surrounded by everything else that it has made its way into that room. But it's a beautiful vanity that somebody made with me in mind, and it has such old makeup in it that I have to go clean it out after this. I cannot let it sit any longer. I must clean it out and set it up and make it beautiful again because this has been motivating, and now I want to do makeup and just, do another look like the one in my profile pic. That was actually an old picture, but I loved it so much and it felt like it was a good picture to use for today for the space and to just remind me of a good look that I did. And somebody even sent me a message who I hadn't talked to in a few years on Twitter to compliment the picture and say that it looked like a very mod look. And I was like, that was what I was going for. So I appreciate the compliment. And especially the reconnection too, that even posting an old picture would make them, remember me from that time of my life as well. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I just
I've literally gone backward when it comes to because of the COVID and everything, the pandemic. I stopped wearing makeup. I stopped really doing anything really. I don't
me
think
too.
I was like, raw
In
what?
the last like week or maybe 2 weeks, love, that I've been wearing makeup like almost every day.
I
Well, good
love
for
that
you.
about you, Sarah.
That's awesome. So Sarah, are you studying to be a makeup artist or?
I'm actually just playing with it for fun. I like to use it as a kind of like a coping skill with my mental health. So when I have like bad days or I feel down about myself, I try to cope in a different way by, doing art on my face. I like to do makeup and to be able to cope in that way.
I love that. That's wonderful, actually. Have you like started a blog maybe?
I've
Talk about makeup because
thought
a lot of the
about
makeup
doing
company. I'm
like
sorry.
maybe YouTube. I've thought about making YouTube videos doing makeup because I really enjoy doing makeup. It's something I'm very passionate about.
Do it then. I think you should. But can I give you a couple tips on maybe just to get it out
Yeah.
simple? You can do like a 60-minute or a 20-minute tutorial. But now that since they got shorts, on YouTube, you
Mhm.
can do little short ones and then put that on Twitter and add that on Instagram and, because I notice a lot now, the cosmetic companies are like really not going for the A people, not the influencer A plus, where it's costing them a lot of money.
No.
They would rather
Yeah.
get like the C people, the C influencer, meaning the people who are starting out, who want to get into makeup, or who are enthusiastic or have a good following, or they just really, enthused about what they're doing. And if you're showing that in your digital media, your social media, the brand, they love that. Especially new ones too. I noticed there's a lot of new companies, new brands starting
Yeah.
out.
I really love small companies even. Like I'm more of like a drugstore makeup brand person buyer, but like I like high-end makeup. But I find that any makeup is able to make me feel beautiful in any way. I don't care whether it's, you know, something from the dollar store. Sometimes the dollar store has the best stuff.
I agree with you. Oh my God, you don't even want to know what I used to do, what I used to get people to give me. So I used to, I did a lot of makeup, but I'd go to the drugstore, like the CVS, all of them. They have these displays. And a lot of them, they don't even use them. They just toss them. So I get them to give them to me. So they give them to me so I can play with the makeup and stuff.
I've
But
seen
back
people
then,
like go through the dumpsters
no, you can
and
go
clean
ask
them
them
up
for it.
and use them. Yeah, I would definitely do that
Oh,
too. Like, cause that's a waste of money,
no,
and it's like you're damaging the planet by throwing away all that plastic and waste when you can just be giving it to people. You could even donate it to shelters, like women's shelters. People would love that. It would make them feel so much better. I easily have access to makeup. I can go to the store and buy that. But to people who are struggling, it it's sometimes rewarding, or even, it makes them feel at least like they're worth something, or like, hey, I have more to life than just um feeling down or depressed. It's just some like kind of like an outlet. It allows them to be able to feel normal.
I agree with you on that. I actually used to volunteer at this place. It's called Menorah House. And just so because I had gotten NARS Cosmetics as my cosmetic line. It was NARS at the time was a tiny 12 tube of lipstick, and when I came along, and they had like add eyeshadow, and then the multiples came out. And so for me to do good, be really, and it was where I worked at was at Saks Fifth Avenue, Boca, and people. The customers were really super nice. I didn't have a single problem. Just the people I had to work with, the cosmetic girls, a little bit harder to work with sometimes. But I wanted to be ahead of my game. I wanted to learn more because I want to be able to practice makeup on certain skin type. So I was just thinking, wow, I should just try it on the older women because there's a lot of the Saks Fifth Avenue clients. For me to be really well. And this is back in 1997 and stuff. So back then there wasn't much of a social thing to go out into a retirement home, like a Jewish coach. Like this is a kosher retirement. It's called Menorah House. So I would bring in these little these bags, like gift bags with perfume and little samples of this, all this stuff I would collect, and I would only do this on Mother's Day. And it was really so incredible for a lot of these women. And I did it for 7 years, 7 Mother's Day I did this for. It was incredible for a lot of the women because they really one either had the daughter who would never leave, that was there all the time, that would never leave. So the daughter was always competing with the mother. It seems that way because I'm getting makeup for the mother, but then the daughter thinks I'm the makeup girl showing up to do makeup on her too. And it was the weirdest thing. Even and my ego self back then I was pretty egotistic at the time too. I didn't get upset about it, but I just thought it was kind of weird because I'm just here bringing really a lot of expensive stuff. I really didn't think about that. I just wanted the ladies to feel special on that one day for Mother's Day. And then this daughter is going crazy on me. But so to make a long story short, I did this for 7 years straight. One woman, whose name is Esther. I freaking love her. She was a school teacher. I did not, I didn't see her any time of the year. I only see her on Mother's Day for 7 years. So she used to walk in, and then she did her walker. Then she did her wheelchair. Then literally the last year, the 7th year after that, I stopped doing it. They pushed her in on her bed. So she passed away a little bit after that. And I always felt that every year for 7 years, me showing up just to put makeup on these ladies made a difference. And I think it does. And then when working at Saks, I never felt like I have to put makeup on women so that I can make my numbers, right? I mean, like a lot of time, I really didn't care if you bought from me. I just put makeup on you so I can just practice my art, And I think that's what separates the true makeup artist, the one that love putting makeup on people, not thinking about how much money they're going to make off the customer, but more of like, oh, wow, let me make this woman's day and put some nice makeup on her and make her feel good. And I think that's such an important factor makeup does for women. And also, right now, one of the reasons I want to have this space is because what's happening in Ukraine, and you wonder why am I talking makeup and comparing to a war, right? A lot of people, and I used to tell this story all the time when I worked for NARS, because I went on from NARS to become a trainer. So as a Southeast trainer, I would have to teach the artists how to do makeup, but also have to do these luncheons and be able to tell stories to captivate the cosmetic department so that all the cosmetic girls would sell my makeup, and I had to bring them gratis and all kind of stuff. But the one thing I talked about was the war. During the war, especially World War II, World War I, you notice during that era, and when Cara, I mentioned this to you too, that red lipstick, really red lip gloss would be the hottest thing coming up. I think it is now, because what's happening. So during that time, all these women, the men were away, especially World War II, the men were away fighting the war. The women were also working and doing industrial work and doing all kind of stuff. But the one thing they said that women during that time would save every single penny they have. They would take care of the whole family now. Save every little penny they have so they can buy that one tube of red lipstick that they would put on when no one would see them. Because there's nobody to put lipstick on, right? But they would put lipstick on themselves so that they can make themselves feel better.
I would definitely put red lipstick on.
Yeah. So that was my story. I wanted to share that because
It
Lord
makes
B's
you feel powerful.
Yes, red lipstick makes you feel powerful, right? Yeah. Lord B, is your wife around? Can we ask her what does she think of red lipstick?
No, she's asleep. But I would often wear red lipsticks to work. Yeah, definitely.
I just don't see. That's not your color, though.
Joking.
I know. So the red lipstick is something that I feel is such a powerful look that, and also because of what's going on with the imminent, we could have World War III for all we know, but right now there's a lot of turmoil in the world, a lot of war. So I feel that when it comes to makeup, yeah, women are going to be pulling our sleeves up, getting the work done, doing all kinds of stuff, but women will always buy a tube of red lipstick or lip gloss.
Do you think Putin wears red lipstick?
I don't think so, because right now
I think-
we're not
I
doing
think
a
it'd
men's
look really
space,
good.
we're doing a women's space.
I think Putin would look really good with red lipstick and a bit of blusher, a bit of eyeliner. I think that.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Lord
just
B,
imagine that.
Lord B, this is supposed to be a serious space. Did you know that?
Yeah, I better go because I just get pissed.
No, I love you.
But don't you think Putin would look really cool with red lipstick, a bit of eyeliner, a bit of blusher, a bit of shading on his eyes?
No comment.
Oh, come on.
Comment.
Pass on that one.
Yeah, no comment. I know
Oh.
someone that writes for him. We can ask him.
Chase definitely wears makeup.
Don't tease Chase. So we want to get back to serious items. we're gonna bring you down as the listeners. We're gonna bring girls up because this space is more like for women to talk about makeup. But Lord B, I'm gonna pop back into your space and we'll have some fun and laughing.
Okay.
Okay. Brent, before I let you go, how are you?
Good.
Are you learning anything about makeup?
Well, I just wanted to share that I have woman friends that always use me for the color opinion.
You must have a good eye in coloring then.
Yes.
Lord B wanted to ask something real quick. Thank you, Brent. I'm gonna put you down as listening because in the next 30 minutes I want to talk about some really important stuff, like the top 12 tubes of lipsticks that every woman must have.
Why'd you do that? Why do you drop people to listener?
Because we're talking about women and makeup.
Yeah, I'm talking about me and my makeup. Seriously, I wear makeup.
Because I'm trying to keep a straight face and have a real conversation. That's why.
I wear makeup.
What do you like to wear on a daily
know.
basis then? Normal
Red lipstick,
makeup.
a bit of eyeliner, red heels, and I skip to work in red heels and red line eyeliner and red blusher, red lipstick. It's a common thing in the UK. Every guy in the UK wears red lipstick.
I don't think every guy in the UK wears red lipstick, but I've seen.
Everyone I know does. Sorry, I'm not serious enough to talk about red lipstick and eyeliner. This space, I better go.
Maybe
Sorry.
you should pass on the space. If you wanna pass on the space, you can pass on the space. You don't have to hang.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
But thanks for coming.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Lord B, I love you. Okay, here comes Chase. Okay, we're gonna let Chase come up here too, real quick.
Okay.
I want to know what makeup Chase wears because I think he's the sort of guy that wears lots of makeup. Oh, he's gone. No, there you go. I'm scared him off. Chase is
Okay, so
scared.
I'm gonna bring you down.
Hey y'all.
Chase is scared.
Hi, Melissa.
Hey.
Chase is
Hey,
scared.
Melissa.
Almost. How y'all? Fucking hell. My dumb ass just sat down on a styrofoam icebox. Let's not talk about it, but I'm allergic to every eyeliner. I cannot wear eyeliner.
Do you wear liquid liner, powder liner, pencil liner? Which one do you wear?
I've tried every one, and it puts this goo in my eyes.
So you're allergic to the pigments or whatever is made underneath it.
You
So,
reckon?
what color eyeliner do you tend to go with?
Not all the way black, just kind of in the middle, brown,
Gray or
black, gray. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I haven't bought many because I've tried. I went to many stores and they'll do it for free and give you a sample. And I love makeup, and that's just one thing I've never been able to wear, and it sucks because it sucks. It looks so good on other women, but me, my eyes just well shut.
I think you need to find a more. They actually have. Cara, have you heard that they have this actually vegan makeup line? Like, I knew someone that was
I've heard
selling
of
it.
lines actually. And the other thing I thought about, which I don't know what your opinions on permanent makeup are, but I know that might be something that some people like in that instance where they don't feel they can wear the eyeliner in their eye because it gets goopy. But like just the process of getting permanent eyeliner isn't very pleasant either. So I would think vegan makeup is a possibility. I know Medusa's makeup is a vegan makeup line that's a little bit of an indie line that's been around for a while. I haven't checked their current lineup out though. And I know there's a few other ones. You probably know more about what other ones are up on the
No,
list?
I don't. I think there's one that I have to look for it because I wanted to get it from my friend. But my one friend, he worked for that company, and he was the account executive. I just can't remember it, but it's supposed to be like vegan, organic. It's all natural, so it doesn't have any anything that would cause allergy. So, because sometimes if it's the pigment that will cause you to be allergic. Oh, we lost Melissa.
Yeah,
But
she was a listener. I don't know what happened there.
I know you're there.
I don't think I pushed anything. Hold on, we got a request.
I think she probably got kicked off. Twitter's having there's a little bug going on, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
We just updated the app, so it's possible it's doing weird stuff now.
Yeah, you when you update the app, but then you don't update, it messes up too. So
It's totally
Mine seems okay for now.
yeah. So we have I don't know what's going on now. Hold on.
So my goal of hosting this type of space and having Cara as my co-host and us doing stuff, because my goal is to get makeup to try. So talk about it. I don't want to pay for it. I want to use my.
I'm gonna do that. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I want to use my influence and then be able to write a review for it and then talk about it.
So Michael's requesting to speak. Should we let Mike up?
Yeah, we might as well because we already had it. We
Might
already
as
had
well.
the Lord B.
Hi there, Michael. How are you tonight?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
We're good. How are you doing? Again.
Good, thanks. I
Sorry.
just realised that I don't makeup is not don't really know that much about makeup. I know it's expensive. That's about it.
It can be. Yeah. Some
Not all
it
of it is.
but not all of it. That is a misconception about makeup.
I do have. Well, I have put on. I think it was called makeup, but like a concealer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that quite a lot of times.
That's good
like if
to use
if
for like
everything,
hiding dark spots and
your
stuff.
whole face looks perfect apart from there's like a huge spot, or there has been a huge spot there. I'm like, I don't mind. Back in the day, I used to say in school, "Mom, can I borrow your concealer?" And she was like, "Yeah, that's okay." And it wouldn't even matter if anyone found out I was wearing concealer. Considered makeup, maybe, I don't know, but it's good. You just put it on your skin, get away that horrible spot you used to have, or whatever it is that you're trying to hide.
Yeah.
what it is.
No, concealers are definitely a good thing to have for
In
anybody.
fact, I think in my
that
main
wants to
bag that
cover up a
I have,
spot.
my main backpack, I think I still have the concealer from then, which was 2004 or 5. Does makeup go off? I hope not.
Yep, time to get a new one.
Really?
You have to go makeup
Oh
shopping.
wait, maybe that's like a line that I don't want to cross. I don't want to go out and buy makeup. That's maybe a bit.
Okay,
Maybe a
Did
bit
you
too
say
far.
2005 is the last time you bought the concealer?
No, I think the one that I
Ordered
have now is from 2005.
Does it have mold or anything growing out of it? That's like
No,
crazy.
no,
2005?
it's just
Does
like
it smell funny?
no, it's just like a stick that looks like a maybe what you would think a lipstick would look like, but thinner, and it's still there. It's all fine.
But that didn't dry up or anything?
No, definitely not. Who am I following anyone in here that I can send a picture to? Just show. I don't want to put it on Twitter, but I actually have it here ready in my bag. I always have it. I always have. It is. Let me just double check. Resilient Lift
Well, I sent you a
Extreme
follow
Light
request.
Medium. Yeah, that's it. That's all it says. Resilience Lift Extreme 02 Light to Medium. Is there anyone I can send a picture to? Because it's definitely the
Well, I
same
sent
one.
a follow request, so you can
Look.
follow back if you want and send it to me if you'd like.
Well, yeah, it's only on private
see a
because I'm
look.
trying to get a different job. And
Oh no, that makes sense.
So what was your name? Say again.
I'm Cara, Canna Queen Cara.
Okay, here we go. Got it.
Yeah.
And this is the same one. And this was my mum's. So like, it's maybe older than 2000. Well, it must be older than. It sounds ridiculous, that doesn't it? It's older than 2005. Let's have a look.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You're like killing me right now. And I was complaining about what I was doing.
Sorry. I don't want to put it.
I
I don't
love
put it
this,
on the
like-
Twitter sphere.
God knows how long.
It
God knows how
still
old
works,
some
though.
of my. I just found a purse, Tonya, from my mom who passed away in 2014, and it was the last purse she ever used. And inside it, there was a brand new Lancome lip conditioner stick. And I was just like, okay, I want to keep this because it was the last piece of makeup my mom had that she had received. Okay, I got it. Let's see. So yeah, that I can't see the concealer. I just see the bottom part. But yeah, it looks like it's a stick concealer. There we go. So yeah, that looks like it's still. It looks like it's YSL maybe, or let me forward this one to you, Tonya, and then you can take a
Ooh,
look at it.
she got the bougie makeup.
Here
My
we go.
mama had the good makeup.
Yeah, that was a nice looking concealer stick there from back in the day. And it does look like it's just a little bit crusty, but it might be okay. And I don't
It's
know if I would
definitely
still
not
use
crusty.
that though.
It's
Yeah.
still moist.
I mean,
It's
wipe
fine.
it off with some with alcohol wipe just to clean the
Yeah, no,
top
it's
of
always
it
been
off.
fine. Yeah, it's always fine. Yeah, it's great.
Well, looking at the
But it
color,
looks
it looks
good.
like ginger from NARS Cosmetics.
What
Like
do you mean the
yellow.
color, like
The
the
concealer?
color?
The color
Of
of
the
this
outside
concealer?
color?
I can see it. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
to
I
rub it in.
can't see
I rub it
it.
in a lot to
I-
make it work
Oh,
around my
Sarah,
face.
I can
'Cause-
send it to you. Hold on.
Thank you.
I'll
Hey,
be back.
Josh.
Just spread it around. That's fine.
Hi, Josh.
We'll keep your secret.
No, it's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah. It'll only be just between us, and it's
No, I
just a
don't care.
concealer.
I'm an anomaly in the world. You will never find me anywhere else. I promise you.
Okay, well, we've got like 15 minutes left, and I think Tonya and I had some topics we wanted to discuss, if that's okay with you guys. Do you guys think that we could talk about some of what was the
Yes,
last
let's
topic
talk about those
we talked about?
lipsticks.
Yeah, the top 10 lipsticks that every woman should have. Because I think that was a good topic that I wanted to get to before we ended the space, and I might have to leave right at 8 o'clock to go pick up my husband from work.
Sorry to interrupt. I probably should go because this is not my forte. So
Okay, well, we appreciate you stopping in to talk
yeah,
about
no, it's fine. I
concealer
don't
for
want
a
to
little
stay
bit. That
because
was fun.
usually what would happen is I will spoil your space by making jokes I don't know about. So
Okay, well, we
yeah,
appreciate that you don't do that tonight, so we can talk about some serious
yeah, no,
topics.
go, yeah, great, no, cool.
But thank
All right,
you for coming in and sharing a little bit about your makeup experience with us. That was actually pretty cool of you.
yeah, it's been completely awesome, and to this day I still use it, and I'm nearly 33, and it's
Hey,
the same one.
works for you,
So
then it works for you, you know?
yeah, it does. With concealer, will conceal. It's concealed all my hideousness all these years. So God bless makeup.
Yes. Thank you
Have
for
a
your
good one, people.
time. Bye.
Ciao. Bye.
Okay, Tonya, I want to hear the list of top 10 makeup shades.
Me too.
There we go. I think she's got some tweets coming through to go
I had to
face.
share some of this stuff. So I wanted to talk about avoid coral lipstick if you are over 65. I think that's so weird.
Avoid which coral lipstick? If you're
Yeah.
over 5, I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, it's like the funniest thing ever because when as you get older, so it's really written. I think whoever wrote it's probably like 21 years old
Mm,
because usually when you're like as you get older, you want more pink, peach, or coral on your skin because it shows you alive and healthy. But if you're, wearing just to be told to stay away from coral, well, what other color should you be wearing?
I like peachy,
Yeah,
corally
well, peachy
colors.
and
I
coral, that's
love
the color.
those.
I,
yeah,
I
I like.
love those colors.
I keep thinking of like the hot pinks too that they want older people to stay away from, but for some reason I think those look so cool on people. Like, have you seen Batty Winkle like on Instagram? She's just a stylish fashionista
Oh, I
that,
heard of her.
yeah, she's a stylish older lady. I don't even know how old she actually is, but she has to be over 90, I think, at this point. And she is always wearing colorful outfits and bright rainbow colors and just is beautiful in her own skin and just loves everything about life, it seems. And it's just very great to see an older woman that's just exploring makeup and clothes and everything still at that age, because there's not every woman still is once they get over 80.
Hey, if they're still
Back
getting up and putting lipstick on, my gosh,
Yeah.
that's bravo, right? So another one, I don't want to talk about cotton swab lipstick yet until the last one, but there was one that I thought was really interesting. Was okay, so I had blogged in 2020 about how COVID-19 crushed the lipstick sale, but apparently, and then I did my research. So in May of 2021, lipstick sales jumped to 80%.
Oh, was
Yep.
that when the mask
That's
mandates
high.
started lifting in the summertime last year?
Yeah, because the vaccine was
That
being
was
rolled
the
out.
first rolling out, yeah. Because I think
So
I got fully vaccinated at the end of April or middle of April, and then I was like not wearing a mask for pretty much most of the time after that. Um,
To be honest, I wore lipstick even when I had a mask on.
I did too, and I did. I wore lip stains and I wore matte liquid lip line or liquid lip sticks that were matte so that they didn't get on the mask very much. But yeah, I really like the liquid lipsticks, honestly. Like, I don't remember which one I liked the most, but it was probably the Milani drugstore one that had a metallic look to it. Uh, that was pretty smooth application, and it stayed on very long, and
it didn't dry out because usually
it didn't dry out. No,
usually
it didn't
those things
dry
dry
out.
out like terrifically.
The
Yeah,
ones that
that's
I
bad.
like but are so drying on the lips are like the ColourPop ones.
That
Those
one
are
dries.
so drying. They make like all the cracks in your lips show.
Yep, they really do.
You get like that butthole look.
Oh my God.
I know what you're
Butthole.
talking about.
Yeah, the butthole lip look.
I had
Where,
this-
like
I
the
had
inner
this- I
part
found
of
this
their
video.
lips.
I'm going to share this video to you guys on a private DM to use as our promo video. But it was like the lips. And then it was kind of like almost like an NFT kind of thing, you know? And I was like, I'm looking at the lips and like, that looks like I want to like a butthole for some reason. So I couldn't. And then now you're talking about it. And I was like, oh my God, cracking me up.
That's too funny.
That's
And then
what
I
we
just
call it, the butthole lipping.
I never heard
Where,
of that
like, it-
before until now.
That's what most like beauty influencers call it. Like when I watch them on YouTube, they call it like the butthole lip.
that's really funny. I haven't watched very much YouTube lately with beauty influencers because the last time we were watching beauty influencers was a couple years ago with Jeffree Star, and then
Yeah,
that
they had hella drama.
so yeah, I don't want to talk about that too much.
No, recently it's been pretty chill.
That's good.
I watch like
think
Caffeine
makeup.
Lights and stuff.
I
What were you
think
gonna say?
we have like 8 minutes. I want to finish this one thing first, real quick.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so there is two things I want to talk about. One was Tom Ford. Apparently, he got in trouble for the names, his disturbing lipstick shade names. You guys have to read that story. And you know, because when I worked for Francois Nars, he named his makeup, each makeup based on a movie he saw. So
Yeah, there was
we
one
had,
called like Orgasm.
yeah, that's the #1 blush in America. We have
Yeah, that's what I
Orgasm.
said.
Yep. And then we made it into a lipstick gloss. Then we made it. Then we had a double orgasm. I mean, it was crazy with all the orgasm that was going around. But what's in the name, right? But we had one. He had Francois came out with a nail polish. Was like a metallic silver. I think that's the color. He called it Full Metal Jacket, and it kind of like offended me because I'm from Vietnam and I hated that freaking movie. I just thought it really gave the Vietnamese women a bad, you know, whatever the case was. I really didn't like it. And I was so offended. I had to call him and tell him to pick it off the line. And he's like, darling, it's a movie I just seen. It's not like, he didn't do it to get upset about. So no one made a big deal. That was in 1998. Okay. No one made a big deal, but Tom Ford in 2022, after the whole Me Too movement, did you guys take a look at this?
It's
He
not
named
pulling up the link. Hold on.
did I just mess up the link?
Yeah, there's like a little bit of it says at independent and then it just goes in. So yeah,
Let me
link.
see.
Are you talking about their age of consent line?
Yeah, hold on. I know what I did. When I shared this, the stupid thing didn't come out
As
right.
soon as you said that, I was looking at it and I looked up immediately, went to Google, and I was like, that's what popped up, age of consent, and then it was like True Pink and then stuff like that.
It is. Let's see, his lipstick, age of consent. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, you got to look at it. It's called age of consent, and then another one is something to do with. Hold on, I just looking at this age of consent and first time was the name of the lipstick. It's like Dolce Vita. I think he's trying to go after Francois Nars's line, but Francois didn't go. Francois came out with a lipstick called Dolce Vita. It's like a mauve brown, very sheer. And I would put that on with Harlow lip gloss over it. Or maybe sometimes I put Harlow underneath and the lipstick on top. So Dolce Vita was the #1 lipstick. I mean, I sold it to every single woman that got married. But I guess first time, I don't know. What's in the name, right? What's in the word? First time, Dolce Vita. Dolce Vita means young, right?
I think so, yeah. Like I'm looking at where they're trying to see what the names are. True Pink is what it's called. Is that age of consent True Pink? Okay, Peachy Pink. But first time, okay, there we go. Yeah. Those are definitely, I mean, those are a little
They're a little sus.
yeah, a little touchy, I would say. And yes, they're pretty colors, but they didn't need to go that far with the names. I mean, I'm looking at
They have one called First Time, and like I'm looking exactly on the website. It's like First Time, Scarlet Rouge, Flame, and then like they have a bunch of them.
are they all racy or just some of them? But still, why would you call it age of consent? That's still like something that's like, what the hell?
Oh, and that's why, like, I don't.
I
What's in
can't.
the name, right? What's in the name?
The what is in the name, but yeah, still. I mean, I'm looking at the Mega Last liquid catsuit high shine lipstick, and it's called Flirt Alert. And it's just a pink lipstick. And what's in the name, right? You're exactly right. What does it mean when you call it Flirt Alert? Oh, does that gonna start flirting with everybody because we're wearing pink lipstick? Not particularly. I wouldn't think so.
No.
Yeah, he's having some bad PR. I'm gonna copy this article and put it in the YouTube to link it back so that people can see it. But I just find it interesting how, like, for Francois Nars had an eyeshadow called Ecstasy.
Yeah,
We sold it like
Yeah.
crazy. People
that's
loved it.
really good. And then there's the whole, cannabis sativa palettes and all the different cannabis palettes, which are really, really popular.
Yeah, like they have the Melt 420 palette or the Smoke Sesh palette, and some of
Uh-huh.
them they even made like a grinder and a bowl.
Oh my
that
God,
came with
where?
it.
I have never seen this. I'm like,
Melt Cosmetics, they came out with like a whole Smoke Sesh
Which one was it?
brand. Melt
It was
Cosmetics.
Melt? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
then
want
I
to
know
have
that.
a line called Hacker Girl,
Oh, nice.
but I want to have it all silver, like a computer, like almost like an Apple computer, like
Yeah.
silver clear color.
well, that would be
But
so cute.
different hack, different beauty hack to go with in each lipstick.
Would they? Would the if you did like an eyeshadow palette, would it look like a keyboard? The shades would look like a keyboard.
Yes, I would freaking love that.
That
Well,
would be
That
actually,
would be so cute.
my whole goal in life before I discovered technology and anti-aging medicine was to have my own cosmetic line. So I would go and I did Merrick McFadden and Betsy Johnson, all these incredible people. But I want to have my own makeup line. But my makeup line was going to be a butterfly. I was going to have it shaped like a butterfly, like half of it.
That's so in right now though. Like
Right?
everybody loves butterflies.
I know.
Don't
That's
you have my nails right now, Sarah?
I do.
The next episode, next Sunday, we should do something about nails. Maybe we can get a nail tech to
Yeah.
come up and talk about what they love.
They have like really cool nail trends going around right now. I've seen so many cool ones over here, like at the nail shops that I go to here.
We have some good
Sarah,
nail-
you should be the other co-host. You should, the three of us, just do a spaces on Sunday or one of a good day,
That
because it
sounds
can
like
be
fun.
fun. 'Cause
Yeah.
we all represent a different age, different generation.
Yeah, that would definitely be. I would be able to be open towards other people, and then you could always get like find your perfect nail that's not gonna joke around.
Yes.
I mean, you'd have somebody of every age, generation, and different genders,
I
different
did a guy
skin
makeup
tones, different
artist.
different complexions, stuff like that.
Yeah, I like to do a space where we have different co-hosts, but also I like to be able to talk about the different things we talked about, and then so that it's not about the spaces. I'm using space as a studio, but it's really about the YouTube, the Facebook, and then I cut all these up in snippets, and then they go out and so there's a lot of links after I'm done with this 1 hour space. So I don't look at it like, there's not that many people in here. I look at this as our studio. If they want to learn, they show up. They don't, they don't. But I have it all distributed all over the
Either way,
internet.
you're gonna get it out.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna get the information out.
Sorry.
But I want to have samples. I want to have samples for us to show to cosmetic companies, different ones, so that they can because a lot of them they don't even know about Twitter Spaces yet. So I'd like to be able to be there and invite them. And then I think the three of you guys, I mean, the three of us, I think we can make money out of this. I think makeup, I think the social audio platform is the next, it is the big thing, but you're going to see a lot of influencers coming into here and trying to pick up what they had in more of a, like, the Instagram world, which they're not going to see. It's a totally different crowd. But I feel like beauty, having conversation about makeup is going to be, it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's
that'll-
been super. It's almost like kind of like people used it as an outlet for the pandemic. Makeup became extremely popular because people were sitting at home being bored, and women are trying to do things to make themselves feel and look pretty, even though I'm not saying that everybody needs makeup or you don't need it every day, but still sometimes it's fun to just sit down and play with different makeup. And when the pandemic happened, I turned to doing makeup more.
I don't think you're alone in that, Sarah. Honestly, like, I stopped wearing makeup a while ago and then started doing it more often during the pandemic at home just for fun. And I appreciated the ability to stay home and do my makeup in the leisurely time that it took to do it. So I got to play with it more.
Yeah,
Which-
I loved doing it. I mean, like, I just did my makeup at like 6 o'clock at night, but I don't care that it's 6 o'clock at night and I'm not going anywhere other than to be at home
Yep.
scrolling through my phone and taking pictures of what I did on my face.
That's fun
And now
though.
you have to publish it and write a blog about it.
Exactly. Put it on the website, Sarah. Like, we can put a whole section on the website. I just have to get my laptop to work again, guys. That thing hates me. I swear. But we
Either
should
way, we're gonna be on Social Chat's website because I have a whole beauty section that I want to start filling up. So either way, you'll have credit. I'll list you guys as author. So don't worry, I
You
got
said
you.
you were talking about you were gonna say something about the cotton swab lipsticks, like the tattoo, like the ones that you could snap in half and then like they stain your lips.
Yeah, you know how old that is? It's been around forever.
Yeah, I've noticed that they have them for your eyes, they have them for your like blush, they have them for everything, and now they're just now coming back.
Yeah, because of the pandemic. You notice individual wrap things are coming back because of the pandemic.
Yes,
And then
Yeah.
on the flip
people are
side,
getting
we should
bored
be
and they're like,
talking about
oh,
hemp plastic for makeup because or all this individual size. Look how much plastic they're using. That's not
yes,
even
all of the
biodegradable.
packaging just to be sending one product to somebody.
right.
That's the other crazy thing
Way
too.
better.
So it's 8:04. We better round up. I really appreciate you, Cara, for doing this with me, and then Sarah for popping in. I love this. I love this whole collaboration and my random guy friends popping in, not knowing what to
Yeah, we
say.
don't know where they came from, but hey, they could have came from mine, yours, all of them.
No, they were mine. And
I
then,
mean,
then
at
Okay,
least
I'm
that's
usually
they still had the topic of lipstick, you know.
they did. They did. They talked about it, but
Even
hey,
if they were being a little silly.
yeah. I'm actually glad that Michael brought his concealer to the table. That was actually really cool.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with using concealer, no matter what age, gender,
Oh,
whatever,
no, not at all.
skin
But
tone.
20-year-old
You could be
concealer,
purple and put a concealer on.
yeah, 20-year-old concealer we might have an issue with, but I don't think we're going to judge him because
Yeah.
this is only one.
I would recommend maybe going and getting a new one.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, guys, let's get it
okay.
together.
So we'll be back next week. Next week is my 7 p.m. Or we can do 6 or do it early if you want, or we can
We
still
could-
stay at 7. I can switch my time.
Yeah, we could do it. Just depends on what time my husband gets off work that day. For me on whether or not I could do earlier or later, but we can schedule it for 7 and always push it back if we need to.
I have my
Sounds good
nonprofit
to
at
me.
7, but what I could do is just change my nonprofit to 6 and then have ours at 7. Or vice versa, do it at 6 because maybe you want to get done early in a day and then this way you'll be ready whatever your husband gets done with work.
He usually gets off at 5, so we should probably plan for the 6 or this. Yeah, we could do 6 probably.
Or do 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay, perfect.
Cool.
Sarah, you'll be available at 6?
I should be fine.
Okay, awesome. That'll be so much fun. So yeah, let's do some
Yay.
research and get some stuff, and then I'll try to get some makeup artists and stuff to see if they want to come and join
Yeah.
and
I can
talk
look
about
on
what
Yeah.
they're doing.
too and see who else is on my followers list that I haven't looked through in a while.
Yeah. So okay, everybody, have a great day, and I'll be
Yes, have a
streaming
good
tomorrow
night or
for.
day or wherever you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tomorrow streaming for Women in Communication. So yeah, I will schedule the space for next week on under social chats. So this way,
That works.
yeah, we'll get more people in too. So
Okay.
Alrighty.
okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome
Bye.
day.
You too.
Bye.
See ya.